EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for November 27th, 2023. We're back to work. It is Monday, and the Monday video forecast is proudly sponsored by Kinsley's Family Market in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. We're now in the final week of November, and that means it's about that time to start thinking about your Christmas preparations if you haven't done so already. At Kinsley's ShopRite, they have the expertise to make your holiday dinners extra special. Platters, pies, smoked hams, turkeys, and much more. Their catering department can deliver on a feast that your family and friends will absolutely rave about. Savor the season and make it extra special with the help of Kinsley's catering department this holiday season. They are Kinsley's ShopRite, located at 107 Kinsley's Drive in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Proud sponsors of the Monday video forecast. So last night we had a weak coastal low here that actually ended up being a little bit more potent than we expected. So it ended up turning out to be a little bit more in the way of rain. It also came in a lot earlier than expected. We're looking at the timing for the Eagles game and whether or not we'd be dry for at least part of it or the tailgating. I will tell you that if I was doing another video on Sunday, which I don't do, I do a weekend video forecast on Friday evening that covers both weekend days, we would have updated the timing for that because it did speed up. And it ended up being a little bit more than expected originally. So when I was doing the weekend video forecast, we're like, probably about under a quarter inch in most locations of rain, and looking at holding until at least the second half of the Eagles game. Well, that didn't work out, okay? And if we had an updated video on Sundays, we would have updated that, but we don't do that on Sundays. So that's what that was. But this is now offshore and moving away. This actually ended late last evening, and this will continue off to the east and out of the picture. Today was going to be, for most of the area, we're going to have mostly sunny skies, or at least partly to mostly sunny skies. The exception is going to be when you get up here by I-80 and points north, up north of there. And that's because you have a westerly wind flow over the lakes that's going to actually bring some snow showers to southern New York today, some lake effect streamers. And the close proximity to that with the instability clouds hanging over parts of north central northeast PA will lead to more clouds than sun there. Okay, everywhere else you're looking at partly to mostly sunny skies. And kind of temperate here, maybe a couple degrees below average, but not by much. 40 to 50 is the temperature spread as you see above me today. And then tomorrow, that is not a typo. We have windy on there, and it's also in the 30s, region-wide, 32 to 39. That is not a typo. That is the expected high temperatures here on Tuesday with this next cold shot coming in, which is really going to start to settle in overnight. Tonight, we're going to have mostly clear skies, still a little bit breezy. It's going to be breezy today as well, as you can see here on the wind estimates. There are a lot of gusts in the 20 to 25 mile per hour range. Commonly, you might have a few peak gusts that get slightly above that this afternoon, especially here on Monday, but then that dies down at sunset a little bit. Just a light breeze overnight, mostly clear skies, and very cold temperatures overnight tonight. And then when we get to Tuesday, the winds are going to pick up even more. We have the potential to get in the 25 to 35 mile per hour range, especially in the southern portions of regions. I don't think so much up here. These areas up here might not have as much. We'll have some similar gusts that we're going to expect today there. But when you get to the southern areas where you see the greens here, this is where you can get these gusts that are 25 to 35, especially in those areas on Tuesday. So that's our windy day to accompany the trough coming in, and it's also going to be very cold. So we're going to have a wind chill factor here on Tuesday to deal with, which is crazy. Another side of this, and here's the snow showers here paralleling straddling the New York-Pennsylvania border, but mainly north of there. I can't rule out in some parts of our far northern counties that we cover here of Tioga, Bradford, Susquehanna, Wayne, seeing a stray snow shower coming into there today. But I think most of the activity is going to be across New York State and coming straight off of Lake Erie, as you can see, almost west to east. But when we get into Tuesday, watch what this does. We got a little bit of snow shower activity. It's going to sneak a little bit further south. So I think across, this will be probably a north of I-78 deal, mostly on either side of I-80 when you get up here in north central and northeast PA. We could see some lake effect streamers come through, and you get some snow showers out of this, and might even get a coating or so out of that. But you can see this goes all the way throughout the day here on Tuesday. Throughout the entire day with the lake effect streamers coming off. More of a west-northwesterly flow off the lakes this time, so that's why they're coming a little bit further south. So we'll watch out for that here. Next video I do, I'll have updated, imagery here, which will have, what it's looking like tomorrow, if that's still there, or if it ends up being more expansive. We'll let you know that too. But I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to be sneaking all the way this far south. But it will be still here on Tuesday is going to be the windy day too. So anytime you get windy and cold like that in this time of year, you could be. It usually means it's accompanied by some kind of snow in that. Even if it's just a few flurries, there's still some snow showers nevertheless. And snow. Some of the snow squalls, we have to start talking about that going forward too. When we have that prime wind direction off the lakes like that with the warm waters, you can get those snow squalls going. So we have to be mindful of that here going forward. But after this point, again, trough settles in. Here's those snow showers on Tuesday. And then Wednesday looks like it's just back to intervals of clouds and sun, but it's still going to be a cold day. Might not be quite as cold as Tuesday. I think Tuesday's your bottom out day, so to speak. But you might add 2 degrees or so to whatever you had on as a high temperature on Tuesday to Wednesday's highs. Okay, so if you're 38, it might be 40 on Wednesday. Okay, but we're gonna have a little bit less wind to deal with, so it won't be quite as cold of a feel as it will be on Tuesday. Keep in mind with those wind chills, it's gonna feel a lot colder than 32 to 39, which is our temperature spread from northwest to southeast across the region. It's gonna feel like it's in the 20s easily. Okay. Once we get beyond this, we are partly to mostly sunny here on Thursday, and then the next system moves in here on Friday. We'll have an increase in clouds, mostly cloudy skies, and then showers will move in later in the day and evening. As you can see here, this is with the next system. This is going to be rain because we are going to turn milder beginning on Thursday, considerably mild, but milder by about 10 degrees or so just going from Wednesday to Thursday. And then Friday, we're going to continue that trend where we might even be on either side of 50 degrees by the time we get to Friday. Okay, then the system moves through. Temperatures are going to still hang near average for a couple of days, we think, Saturday, Sunday, this upcoming weekend. Saturday is a dry day with partly cloudy skies, and then when we get to Sunday, we'll have an increase in clouds, and we have another system that's going to bring, again, rain. This is not going to be a wintry system. This is still December 3rd into the 4th, and if you looked at our long-range outlook that I did on Friday, or the Weather Weekly's video on Sunday, I pointed out that we're going to have a milder period with this whole mess coming in. So we're not expecting any kind of snow until after we get past the first week of December, probably a little bit longer than that, but we have the opportunity for mostly rain with these systems coming in. We can still use the rain. We are behind average, and even though we had an overperformer with that system coming in last night, we're still below average in many locations, so we could certainly use a little bit more rain before we settle into the snow season, which will be following not too far behind. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for November 27th, 2023. Have a great Monday.